And joining us now on Encounter is Sister Helena Burns, who is the writer and director of a soon-to-be released film, A Media Apostle, about Blessed James Alberione, who is right here with us on the set. It's a great statue. Thank you so much for being here, Sister Helena.
Thank you.
Maybe if you could just get into it a little bit for people who might not know about Blessed Alberione. Tell us a little bit about him, what he was like, and maybe some of the things that people might be fond of hearing about this blessed.
Sure. I think a lot of people don't know who he is, but that's about to change. The release date of the movie is January 25th, so we hope it'll be in wide broadcast circulation, and the DVD will be available. He was a priest from northern Italy, born in 1884. He lived a long life, so he died in 1971. And he was a media priest. Like, this is all he did. This was his entire mission. Thus the name Media Apostle for the film. And he founded our congregation, Daughters of St. Paul, Sisters of the Media, evangelizing with the media. But he also founded a congregation of priests, 3 other congregations of sisters, congregations of laity. There's 10 congregations altogether, and we're supposed to be St. Paul living today. So I think a lot of people would say, well, oh, he was this priest and this great figure of the church, and he's a blessed now, I can't relate to him. But the point is you can, and we really put that in the movie, all the little details of his life that make him relatable. For example, he had a really bad temper. So if you have a bad temper, his nickname was Matchstick, because he'd just light up, you know. He also is very impatient. So if you're an impatient person like me, he couldn't wait for stuff to happen. He would just try to make it happen, and just very impatient. He loved coffee. He was a big coffee drinker, so patron of coffee drinkers perhaps. We hope he's going to be patron of cinema, because as far as we know, there's no official patron of cinema after over 100 years of film, and many have been proposed to the church, but they've been rejected. So we feel that maybe the church is waiting for a filmmaker, a real filmmaker themselves, which he was. He did the first color film ever done in Italy.
Wow.
By anybody in 1950, called Mother of God. And he just really believed in the power of the media. And he had a very positive outlook. He was very aware of evil media, and it really bothered him, but he said, don't spend your time in boycotts and protests. He said, sometimes you even draw more attention to the bad media. He said, you pray about that. He said, reparation, reparation, reparation for evil media. So we would offer hours of adoration in reparation for evil media. He had us do that. But he said, you be about pumping out the good stuff. What are you doing? You know, we like to complain a lot about media, but what are we doing, you know, to put forth the good stuff? So he was all about quality and excellence in media. He said, we have the best message, so we should have the best media, but it's expensive. So he said, you know, you got to trust in God. You got to ask for help, collaborate with people, get them involved, get them part of this wonderful mission of evangelizing with media. And John Paul II, when he beatified him in the 90s, called him the first apostle of the new evangelization. So he was thinking about this stuff a long time ago that Vatican II then picked up on, and now I think the Catholic Church is really, really getting that, really, really understanding evangelization with media. We just feel like the world is ready for a media spirituality. We're a media culture now, a media world. We need we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Father Alberione has a media spirituality for us, a very positive vision, strategies. In the longer version of the film, we have a 90-minute and a 50-minute. In the 90-minute, we share his whole media literacy vision, and he had plans for parents and teachers. He said, don't just not let your kids see any films at all, but don't just let them see whatever they want and too many films. And you accompany them. You correct their use of media. He said, don't let them just see stuff that features the worst, he called it the worst features of the world.
Yeah,
you know, so he had a very practical, middle of the road. He said, virtue lies midway. But we really do have to help our young people to decipher media today. So.
What would you think he would feel in this technology world today? How do you think he would, embrace all the technology that's going on here?
He would absolutely love it, because he was always looking for newer means, faster means, better means to preach the gospel with and reach people. He even kind of predicted the internet. Back in the 60s, he said, you know, someday we might receive our newspapers through the telephone wires. Like, he might not have even known what that meant, but he was like, there's got to be a better way. You know what I mean? A faster way, an easier way than, you know, printing, delivering. So, yeah, he would have loved this modern technological world. He felt God is everywhere. We don't have to be afraid, like, technology is not a God-free zone or a godless zone. God is way in the future. He's way ahead of us. So there's nothing to be afraid of. He didn't believe in fear. And actually, Jesus at one point appeared to him and said to him, "Do not be afraid. I am with you. From here," meaning the tabernacle, "I will cast light. Be sorry for sin." So you will see that in all of our Pauline chapels. Those words are next to the tabernacle. And it's so encouraging. People who use our little chapels that are with our bookstores, that's the first thing they see. Do not be afraid, you know, which was John Paul II's motto too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just didn't see the hand wringing and the, oh, we're so helpless, we don't know what to do with the big bad media. He's like, come on, people, we're, you know, baptized, we're living in Christ, you know, like we should know what to do. But he helped us out. So.
That's great. January 25th.
January 25th.
Okay.
Feast of the Conversion of St. Paul.
And you mentioned too there was a trailer that people can watch too and find out more about it.
Mediaapostle.com is the website where they can check out what the movie's going to be about.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for being with us, Sister Helena.
Thanks, Kevin.